Advisors, always honored to have Harvey Fine, Managing Partner with Maris Global. Harvey, great to see you again.
You too. Thanks for having me, Claudia.
Tell us about Maris and what you do.
Yeah. So Maris is an extension of what I used to do at Fosun, which is invest in U.S., European companies that we think have a big market opportunity in China, but adding to that because we're backed by capital from a multifamily office that has a lot of focus in technology, we think we can also help with their digital transformation, especially reaching millennials through different forms of social media.
The millennials driving so much change. Let's talk about the fourth industrial revolution and the changes you've seen and the impact on M&A.
Yeah, I think we really are seeing a fourth industrial revolution from a value creation standpoint, certainly, but even more from the fact that technology is impacting so many different sectors. You know, you used to think about technology as a specific industry vertical. Now I think it's much more of a horizontal that impacts every industry from financial services to healthcare to consumer, even into retail. And if those companies that traditionally were strong offline don't adapt, then they're gonna lose. And in the previous industrial revolutions, you've seen companies that were Fortune 100 companies fall off and be replaced by others who capitalize on that revolution. I think we're seeing sort of the same thing. Companies like GE, old, strong, industrialized companies, if they can't adapt, then they're going to be replaced by the Ubers and Airbnbs that have very different business models.
Right, they have no choice but to adapt. So what do you see for the future? We've changed so quickly already. So what do you see going into 2018, 2019 as far as technology?
I think there's going to be an acceleration. Certainly the way that we're looking at technology is different because we're not necessarily a technology investor, but so much of the upside that we see from the companies that we want to invest in are driven by technology, and can they transform fast enough to now address their consumers through technology? And I'll give you some examples of that. So with a lot of offline companies, they have very strong distribution, but their cost structure is very high, and very quickly they can get disrupted by new technology entrants. And what we're looking at are companies that need to touch their end customers more directly, as opposed to the traditional model, sometimes through distributors or even their own retail. But now they can, through technology and more efficient logistics networks, they can deliver content or products directly to their consumers. And if they can't do that, then they're not going to be able to succeed. So we think there's an opportunity for those brands or businesses that have that strong distribution or that have that strong mind share when it comes to brands to be able to adopt technology either through acquisition or through strategic investment to help them really reach their customers a different way. Otherwise, they could get disrupted.
2017 has been a year of a lot of unknowns. So moving forward to 2018 and 2019, what do you think activity is going to be like?
I think it'll continue to be robust. Valuations are obviously pretty high, but that doesn't seem to change things. I think there's a lot of capital looking to be deployed, and when you look at capital, it's being aggregated among fewer places. So private equity firms are becoming much larger in their investment pool. Multifamily offices are becoming very large, and sovereign wealth funds become very credible investors, so they're investing across different spectrums. But I think the deal sizes are larger. It's driving up valuations, but it could be sustainable because that money still needs to be deployed, and these technologies could be supremely disruptive. So it's worth deploying them, even if one or two don't quite work out. The other ones will make up for it. So I do think there's still going to be robust investments in and around technology or companies that could benefit from technology.
Harvey, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for your insight.
Thanks, Claudia.
Appreciate it.